The relationship clinic is what we have every Thursday, and kama kawaida bench tumeweka hapo nje, tumeipanguza, mkae wawili wawili. We'll be tackling these issues shortly. This morning we are going to be looking at how to affair-proof your marriage. What are some of the things that we need to be on the lookout for so that we shield our marriages and prevent them from having attacks from an affair? That's what we're going to be looking at. But before we get to that, hebu tuangalie utabiri wa hali ya hewa. Let's take a look at today's weather and find out what kind of weather shall we be rejoicing under today. Relationship clinic is here. Bench tumeweka nje, mkaya wawili wawili, sio mmoja mmoja. Na msisukumane. We want to talk about how to affair-proof your marriage. How do you protect your marriage from an affair? Many times we talk about how to restore after an affair has happened. Let's jump on this other side and prevent. You know, I remember in primary school, tulielezwa, prevention is better than cure. Always better than cure. So how do we prevent some of these things from happening? In studio with me today, I am so blessed to be joined by Dr. Reverend Hirbohu Kacheto. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It is so good to have you in studio
God.
today. We had planned several times, but
yes,
today was the appointed day.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's get straight into it so that we don't look at the time and wonder where the time went. Yeah. I'm just wondering, because I know you are a relationship and leadership counselor as well. Yes. What are some of the main reasons that drive people into an affair?
One, I think, before I say anything, I'm glad to be with you here.
Yes.
And thank God for the opportunity. And I appreciate that you invited me over here.
Yeah.
One major reason is preparedness. If marriage was not prepared, it would hardly survive the tide or the waves of the times.
Okay, so you're talking about preparedness before the marriage?
Yes.
Aha.
Yes.
Okay.
And therefore, when we don't prepare people to get into marriage, they will go into it with what they already have in their mind.
Yes.
That means then they will run it the way they think, not in the best of the marriage. I think one key thing that we need to understand is marriage is very, very important affair.
Yeah.
Marriage is not a contract. It's a covenant.
It's a covenant, yes.
And there are three institutions which God began. One is marriage.
Yes.
The second one is the church. The third one is the government.
Oh.
So you have a good family, you have a good marriage, well-prepared marriage before getting into the marriage. You're well prepared to get into it. You have a stable marriage focused on the one that founded it. God is the founder of marriage. And that's why he says, let everyone honor marriage and the bed that's not defiled, because God judges the immoral.
Ooh.
So I think giving the mind of God into this thing before we get into it is very key.
Because it sets the foundation.
Marriage is for men and women.
Yeah.
But the one who founded it is God.
Yes.
It is his agenda. Marriage is God's agenda.
I love what you're saying.
Yes.
And I remember something I was listening to by Miles Monroe yesterday.
Yes.
And he was talking about how the manufacturer tells you how to use his product by giving you a manual.
Yes.
And he tells you, if you use this product this way, it will serve you well, it will last long. Don't put it near a fire. Don't throw it into the water. Don't. And I find it interesting that when it comes to marriage, because you said God is the one who created and instituted marriage.
Yes.
But we forget he gave us instructions on how to have a fulfilling marriage. We throw that out of the window.
Sure. So anyway, understanding that aspect, that this is something that God initiated it, will make you run around, look for ways that will please you to run it. As you run it, you're pleasing him. You're honoring God with your marriage.
Yes.
And you have a good marriage, good family, makes a good church. We have a good government out of a good family. The church makes government. But who makes the church is a good family.
It's a good family.
And for your information, we know from the Old Testament to the New Testament, the home or the family is the place of instruction.
Yes.
We come to church to celebrate.
Yes.
But at home, we get instruction
Wow.
on how to live a godly life, how to live honoring your spouse. So I have taught this thing over and over again because God never calls the man, even for the clergy or leaders, political leaders, whatever your leader you are, God never calls you as a leader and leaves your family alone.
Yes.
The calling you receive incorporates your family, so that if you do not involve your family in your calling, then you have lost it.
Oh.
Eli was such a priest who was very faithful to God,
Yes.
but his children were unfaithful. Joshua said, me and my family, okay?
We will serve the Lord.
The jailer in Acts chapter 16, is it the Philippian jailer? Yeah, the Philippian jailer. In Acts chapter 16, Paul told him, believe on the Lord Jesus, you will be saved with your family.
Yes.
So nowhere God calls people for either an event or leadership position, and then your family is totally in darkness. Your calling incorporates your family.
Your family.
I do my calling with my family.
Yeah.
That means, it gives trust, so that if I am doing this work, my family is part of it. Even if they don't appear on the scene, they are part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So at no one time, you are having some work to do, and your family is in absolute darkness about whatever you're doing.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, if you're doing anything and nobody knows, you are
Yes.
in partnership, in business, in leadership, you have friends, your wife doesn't know, your husband doesn't know, your children don't know these people. I mean, you're totally living in darkness. So that for you to live good life, you must have good marriage. And we even say, some organizations in the US, they'll fire you if you don't have a happy marriage,
Really?
because they know you'll be unproductive.
Wow.
Yeah. I come from northern Kenya, and they say a man that is defeated in his marriage is
Yes.
actually is as good as dead.
Yeah.
So men must, I say, your family is your responsibility.
Yes.
And so we need to learn which avenues we can get help, so that before we get into it, or if we are already in it,
yeah.
we are able, if we are in it, we can revitalize our marriage.
Yes,
We
yes.
can rebuild it afresh. Even if it's at the verge of collapse,
Yeah.
there is hope.
All things are possible.
All things that I have had an encounter with quite a number, both men in ministry and outside ministry,
Yeah.
in the marketplace, whose marriage is almost collapsing or even collapsed. But God has helped us to take them through different processes,
Yes.
to take them through different channels and challenges. Then they recovered and they're standing as great men.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, here in Kenya, we have coined this phrase, mpango wa kando, and it's become, we've said it so many times, it's become almost acceptable that you must have someone else on the side. And there's always the temptation to have someone else on the side. So for this couple that's married and they want to enjoy their marriage, what are some key things that we can begin to do so that the lure of that other woman across the desk from the office,
Yes,
does not captivate me more than my wife?
true. I have had an experience of handling this kind of situation.
Okay.
Several that have really collapsed and be able to bring it back.
Together, yeah.
One thing that you realize in all marriages that collapsed, the husband and the wife have never had time together.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they don't enjoy time together. So I'm away with a woman at the workplace. After the workplace, we go out to different joints together.
Yeah.
So she becomes the closest person to me.
Aha.
And with time, everything becomes easy.
Yes.
You don't even ask for anything. You just get it.
Yes.
So one thing we advise, or if you go to marriage class, is find time to bond. Find time to discuss. Find time to go outing. Find time, go out there and play together.
Yes.
chase one another in the bedroom.
Yes.
Because there is no other better spouse you will have apart from the one you're having. Even if she looks very ugly, another one says, "Hata kama anakaa kama mkokoteni." That is the one God gave you.
Yeah.
Make
Na ni wewe
her.
ulim- na ni wewe ulimchagua.
Na wewe ulimchagua.
Yes.
So the thing is, find time. One key thing is time together, time to pray together, time to bond, time to play, time to pray, time to go outing, to eat together. Go to these big places together. Go to funny places together. My mom was telling me, she's there, Hedwig Moody.
Yes.
Yeah, she's telling me she wants to take me to some country where she's been before. When we come back from there,
Yeah.
we will value each other more than ever before. Because you will see the same man that you are despising, so many women are begging you to release him to them.
Wow.
And she also told me, if we go to that, I don't want to mention the country. If we go there, there'll be so many men looking for an African woman.
Yes.
So when we go back home, we will value each other the way God intended.
You know, I love what you're sharing because it's simple.
Yes.
And it's what people do when they are dating.
Yes.
You spend time together, you have fun together.
Yes.
You go to funny places together, you
Yes.
go to serious places together.
Yes.
But I keep wondering what happens when we get married, because we get to a place where, is it that we are too busy? Or is it that we get to a place where we become ungrateful for what we have?
Yeah, it's painful to discover your spouse is moving out with another person.
Yeah.
Not even for purpose of infidelity, just but hanging out around other people and
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
You are left at home or you are left anywhere, and he or she goes out with other friends.
Yeah.
So you are not even friends.
Ooh.
That's very painful.
Yeah.
Painful part of marriage. You see, God brought us together. I married to be with my wife.
Yeah.
So the issue of me living in the US, my wife living in Africa, and we are married,
Yeah.
can cause all kinds of suspicion.
Okay.
So you married to be together. Even if challenges of life can put you people apart, find a way of trusting God to come back together. Sometimes professionals have big issues. Say, I am employed, I am doing this, I am doing this.
Yes.
Look at the poor man and the poor woman who married. They live together. I know one or two, when chokora, it's a
Yeah.
couple chokora.
Uh-huh.
And they do the chokora work together.
Wow.
Those people love one another. So time together is key factor. The other factor is seek other avenues. Other avenues. For those who are trying to revitalize their marriage.
Yeah.
You need to seek other avenues. These are some of the avenues we need to seek. Mentor couples.
Ooh.
Mentor couples. Like you see on the wedding day, Jimo is having, best man is a husband to another lady.
Yes.
Your best lady is a wife to another lady.
Or even they're single.
Oh,
I see a lot of that today.
That's disaster.
Where the best man is a single young man and the best maid is also a single young lady.
yes. That means in that regard, marriage looks like an occasion.
Yes.
It's an event.
Yes.
Marriage is not an event. Marriage is a journey of life. And the Bible says, until death
Do us
do us part.
Yeah.
So this journey, you need a couple that has gone through what you're going through, who can hold your hand. They don't necessarily are there, they're not just there to sort
Issues.
complaints
Yes,
and
yes.
fights,
No.
but they're there to show you the way. We have reached this far because of this far. We have mentor couple, ourselves, me and my wife, of senior bishop who has been faithful in his marriage. And she has been faithful in her marriage. I mean, they are role model.
Yes.
So we look for them. We look for them. This is another avenue. The second, after time together, you need to seek mentor
couples.
people who can hold your hand and show you the way to grow into your marriage.
I like that because for many of us, we only seek others when there's a problem.
Which is very wrong. Which is very wrong. Ideally, the purpose for having best couple is the same husband to the same woman.
Yes.
So that they can walk with you before the marriage and after the marriage. That's the intention of having best couple.
Yes.
But now, because of this and that, many reasons,
Yes.
you pick anybody who can be there for you for the occasion.
Yeah.
But so that's James. That is one. The other avenue. The other avenue is seminars.
Ooh, investing in your marriage.
Invest in your marriage by appearing, intentionally making time to appear where couples are being taught how to manage marriage. Because
Yes.
see, marriage is the only institution where you get the certificate before
Before any
you
experience.
qualify.
I like that.
Before
Yes.
you qualify, you have the certificate.
yes.
So you have to uphold it and keep it in place.
Uh-huh.
I have been to places, Jeff. I have examined women.
Uh-huh.
I have, having worked in the medical field,
Yes.
there's nothing new.
There's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yes.
So if I have a woman who is a Kikuyu, I have another one who is Borana,
Yeah.
another one Burji,
Yes.
another one Samburu or Rendile, or another one which Kisi,
Yes.
or then Luya.
Yes.
I am a man. You are lying to yourself.
Yes.
One woman is enough for one man.
I love that.
That's the intention of God.
Yeah.
Because we can't have a free society. Yeah. So I am telling you from the medical point of view,
Yes.
nothing is different.
Where? Umesikia?
I examine women for cervical cancer and
Yeah.
breast cancer,
Yeah.
men for prostate cancer and
Yes.
breast cancer equally.
Yeah.
Nothing is different.
We are the same.
It's not the size of the penis. It's not the size of the woman organ. It's not the size of the breast. It is, sex is not in the private parts. Sex is not in the organ. Sex is in the mind.
the mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
So don't think by having so many,
Yes.
you'll be a real man.
In fact, I keep
No,
saying that when
no.
you have many, it tells you have a problem.
You have a big problem.
You have a big
You
problem,
have
yeah.
a big underlying trouble.
Yes.
You are sitting on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us this morning? 20316 is the SMS line. WhatsApp number 0786316316. Remember, the discussion today is how do you affair-proof your marriage, protect your marriage from an affair. In studio with us today, Reverend Dr. Hirbo Huka Cheto. I love this man. He has got such truths, and he's just giving them to us in simple form and in raw form. Najua mko na maswali. Do me a favor. Don't wait until 5 minutes before we finish, and then you're sending me 59 and a half questions. No, send them in now so that we can look at them and see how we can be able to answer them. In studio with us, Reverend Dr. Hirbo Huka Cheto from the Global Gospel Church, located at Stedman Gardens in Karen. I'm asking for your questions. 20316 is the SMS line. WhatsApp number is 0786 316 316. It says here, there's a question here. It says, good morning, I've been married for 1 year now, and I'm unable to trust my husband. He cheated on me while we were dating. I doubt his every mood and want to be where he is every time. I feel I'm pushing him away. Are there any counseling centers in Eldoret or anybody I can talk to? Wow.
Wow. Yeah, we can feel the pain.
Yes.
Too early.
Too
1
early.
year.
Yeah.
Too early. During engagement. Cheating on her during engagement time.
But do you think they got married too fast without having really
There was
sorted
no
out and dealing with this issue?
That means there was no preparation.
Yeah.
Our sister, I think what you need to know is there was no preparation. There's what you call marriage class.
Yeah.
For those who are not even thinking of marrying.
Oh,
Yes.
you guys do that?
Yes, we are doing it like this Saturday at Stedman Gardens, where we have our church. Stedman Gardens just right in Karen after Galleria. You can find out that Stedman Gardens, or just you can call James. He'll guide you. But there is need to prepare the youth. When you have so many youth in the church, you just need to prepare them. Let them have the mind.
Even before they start thinking
before
of
they even think of who they are going to marry.
Yeah.
Let them know this is the way marriage is supposed to be approached.
Okay.
There is a way you need to approach marriage.
Yes.
And so we're given that mind of God about marriage. So there is need for this sister to find some man of God, some woman of God, to take her through the process of healing. And then now get the man, her husband, and herself through counseling session.
Very true.
Trust is rebuilt. It takes time to build trust.
Yeah.
And then from there, they should now go to marriage class, for marriage class, so that they are rebuilt.
Yes. There's somebody who says they know you from Zoe Sugar. Were you at Zoe Sugar at one time?
Yes.
He says,
I was in the hospital.
It says, I know Dr. Hirpo from Zoe Sugar. God bless you, man of God. And then they say, I am also in the process of planning my wedding, and this information is very key.
Good. Whoever you are,
That's
God bless
good.
you. I was at Zoe Sugar. I was in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, so kindly, as much as possible, go for classes.
Yes.
Go for classes.
Oh, very important.
Yes.
This one is a very tough one, Daktari. It says, good morning, Tim. What do you do when you discover that your husband has a male partner?
That's homosexual.
Yes, that's tough.
That's a bad thing.
Yes.
It's a bad thing. It's a stronghold.
Yeah.
It's wickedness. It's a spiritual battle. You see, why we say marriage is God's agenda is because God wants to use your partner to help you on how to live with his family. God has a family.
Yeah.
So that you are taken through processes and challenges of life through your spouse to be taught how to live in the family of God, the eternal family of God.
Wow.
God desires a family here on earth and also in the eternal family.
Right.
So this is now homosexuality, lesbianism defeats the agenda of God. And so this is bondage. We need to approach it with prayer and fasting. Okay? So this brother, this sister needs to approach this thing with prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
She needs to build a team of prayer. A team, not herself alone.
Yeah.
Pray as a team and break that power of homosexuality. Yeah.
Wow. Let's go back to some of the pointers you were giving us.
Yeah, I was saying the first point was time together.
Yes.
We got married to be together.
Yes.
And so the issues, you can raise them on daily basis. If there are pains, don't keep them. Bring them out in a very soft way.
Yeah.
So that you bond together, you have devotions together, you build yourself together in the Lord in prayer and fasting. You read the scriptures together. Other avenue said mentor couple. The other one said seminars and conferences that are in regard to marriage. The other avenue I said is schools of marriage or marriage classes.
Marriage classes.
Very, very important.
You know, we always think marriage classes are for those who
are married.
who are yet to be married, because we always think of premarital counseling.
Yes.
You know, very rarely do you find people who actually invest in themselves as a couple to take marriage classes now that they are married. I find that very interesting.
Yeah. We are years in marriage, over 24 years.
Yes.
We still need to learn. The things we still need to learn.
Okay.
I keep on discovering my wife.
Yes.
She's such a lady who loves laughing and make fun and noise.
Yes.
So you can't sit with her and keep quiet. If you don't talk to her, she'll talk to herself.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the thing is, we need to join marriage classes to learn more. Invest in your marriage by buying books of men and women who succeeded in their marriage.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Intentionally go out and buy books, read together. Read together. One book that is done by Mrs. Bishop Agnes Masika, those are our mentors.
Yeah.
Is a very good book you need to get. I wish I came with my copy. I read that book with my wife.
Yeah.
So invest in your marriage, by buying books and accessing resources, online resources
Yes.
that can build your marriage.
I like that.
Then you'll have a testimony about marriage that can last.
That's very
Then we'll not be talking about other interferences from outside, from other men or other women.
That's true.
Yeah, so-
there's a question here from Anne. Anne says, today you have a very good topic. My husband is very busy currently and he comes home so tired. We rarely spend time together. What can we do?
Okay. My wife does sales. I'm in a university hospital.
Yes.
I am doing missions in northern Kenya, along the coastal strip. We are very busy. But whenever I get time, I do her sales work. When I leave the university hospital, I come pick her, I take her for her business. I drive her to her business. So I try to do everything, within the time frame that I have, as much as possible, on a weekly basis, I find time to drive her. She has her own car.
Yeah.
But I drive her in my car to her clients.
Yes.
I support her. I study her products. I explain to her some of the areas that she needs to work on. She even tells me now, do the presentation yourself. I do it for her. I give my friends to her for her to sell her products to my friends. So try as much as possible to do this thing together.
I love what you're sharing, because what you're talking about is involving yourself in your spouse's work.
Yes.
Some of us never involve ourselves in the things that our spouses are doing.
Yes.
Wow.
It's very important, because then when you're busy, be busy together.
Yeah. Aha.
Actually, now we are heading towards 50. She's younger than me, but that's, of course, we will not escape 50.
Yes. The fifth floor is knocking.
It's right at the door. And
Yeah.
we're trying to make an exit plan, and we want to build one thing that we can, both of us, work on. We work, that will be our employer.
Yeah.
We begin something
Yeah.
that we can do it together.
Yes.
So the issue of being too busy, we will be too busy together.
Together.
Yes. So our sister, I think, if it's possible, and you're not as busy as he is, go and be busy with him, if the time and the kind of work he does will allow.
Do you think it's important as well to set aside specific times? Because sometimes as a pastor, this is one of the things I was encouraged to do. For most pastors, Monday is their day off.
Yes.
You know, and I remember before I started working in the studio, Mondays was sacred.
Yes.
You know, my wife would tell me no one is calling. Wakipiga simu ni mimi najibu. And I'll tell them pastor is resting.
Yes.
Is it also important for couples to have specific days where you say, you know what, I'm taking leave from everything else to just commit this time to my spouse. Let's do something together.
Very important, very important. Even if you do things together,
Yeah.
you're doing work together or business together,
Yeah.
you can also take time out, out from work.
Yeah.
We leave our kids alone, and we go to Mombasa, we go there, tunaongelea maji ya chumvi.
Yeah?
We keep away business, ministry issues,
Yes.
work-related issues, just to be out for one another. We stay in a hotel, nobody cooks, so we eat from the hotel, we stay there, we just roam around together, rest together.
Yes.
So it's very vital. They say rest is a weapon.
Ah.
Yeah, if you don't rest, you burn out.
Yeah.
And so you start fighting yourselves.
Yes.
So after heavy work, find time to go for even as short as possible, even if it's like a holiday of 2 days or whatever it is,
Yeah.
go for a holiday.
Yes.
Find time to go for cheap holiday, then you can go expensive.
I like the way you're so practical.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, do you think social media is also killing our marriages?
A lot. It's killing and building.
Oh.
Yeah, it depends on what you extract from it. Yeah. Social media is building and destroying. It depends on what you pick from it.
Yes.
It depends on you.
I like that.
Yeah, it depends on you. If it killed your marriage, then you chose it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can build your marriage, you can discipline yourself. Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else before my producer tells me we've run out of time? We have probably about 4 minutes.
What I can say is marriage is the responsibility of the man and the woman, much more the man.
Oh.
He is the leader of the home.
Yes.
Yes. So God waits for the man to move his home. Yeah. The men must take responsibility
Yes.
for building their homes, their family. It is on the shoulders of the man to govern his home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the man must seek God
Yes.
to build a good marriage.
Aha.
I don't know whether other women are like that. My wife is very forgiving.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what I have done to her, for as long as I'm able to lead her back to forgiveness, line of forgiveness and restoration,
Yeah.
she easily flows with me. And your wife is not as hard as you think she is.
Yes.
She's not.
Yes.
Ask for forgiveness and rebuild your marriage.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic. We thank you so much for coming
Yes.
this morning and for sharing. I feel like we have so little time. We need to keep talking about this, but we'll definitely get to do this again. You know, I told you people will start sending me questions when we are just about to finish. Anyway, we'll see how we can be able to talk about that. Maybe a parting shot, especially for people in ministry like the two of us, because we tend to get so busy, we focus more on others and we end up neglecting our spouse at home.
The greatest success we can have in ministry
Yeah.
is to have a family that can minister with you, your family ministering with you. And that's the greatest prayer that we pray with my wife.
Yes.
That our children will
Yes.
serve our God together with us. And so that we are always together.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I hope our discussion today has been beneficial to you. My friend, spend time together. Yeah? Go to the expensive places and the cheap places. There's something sometimes about some of those cheap places. I remember back in the day when we would go with my wife to Bama. Oh my goodness. Kukunywa uji na mandazi. Yeah? Maisha imekuwa ngumu, but you still go out to Bama before church service and you have your mandazi and your uji and life moves on and you have something to smile about. So I pray that we will invest in our marriages. We will make the time. We will not take each other for granted. We will invest, buy books, attend seminars, have a mentor couple. Those are important things that will help fortify your marriage and keep you focused on that straight and narrow. Tomorrow is Lifestyle Friday. I have something beautiful and something inspirational for you. In case you're that person who's been struggling with your weight, I'll be having a gentleman in studio. A good friend is called Malcolm Silla, and he'll be sharing with us his journey, his weight loss journey, how he lost 30 kgs, I think, in a span of about 1 year, and how he's been able to maintain, the current weight that he has and some of the things that he is doing. I love his story because it's so practical. Sometimes we are told, diet, this, do this. You do it for a week, you get tired. No. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that. That's all the time I have for the show this morning. Remember, we continue on radio all the way until 10.